Again, I got these from Are you kidding me? Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Destiny here, and today's video is going to be about Graftobian concealer palettes. I actually have 4 of them. They were all 4 purchased from lecosmetique.com. I will have a link in the bottom bar so you can go to their website. Now I purchased 4 of them. 3 are actually concealer palettes, and this one right here, is actually a color correction palette. So I will go ahead and start out with that one since I get a lot of questions about color correction versus concealer, and usually are actually used in combination. In my bottom bar, this bird just will not move from by my window today. He's outrageous. Do you hear this? He's doing too much. Anyway, in the bottom bar, I will have some old videos about concealer, orange colored correctors, my favorite concealers, and gray concealers for dark skinned women. And then following this video, I will actually also have one about drugstore concealers, but let's just move on to the review. Okay, first of all, let me start out by making a general statement about Graftobian. They're very pigmented, very creamy, a little goes a long way, great quality products. I actually have on some Graftobian highlighter in the center of my face. Well, not highlighter, but I have on one of the concealers as a highlighter in the center of my face. So this is a color correcting palette. I think the biggest questions I get about concealers and color correctors, well, more so color correctors, the biggest question I get about color correctors, what color does what? So I'm going to read it to you from the back of the palette itself. So this one is the Graftobian High Def Glamour Cream Corrector Palette, number 30277. So you have a soft orange right here, which neutralizes blue. So that's under eye circles, that's like mustache area if you're a brown skinned woman and you kind of have that bluish gray tone in the muzzle of your face. Or soft orange is really going to be great for that. So we have yellow highlight, conceals reds and purple. So this is for my more lighter skinned women who get bruises, veins, or you know, if you are the type of person who gets breakouts, like my friend Sophie always says, the big purple joints, the big purple ones. So you're going to want to go ahead with this yellow color corrector. The next one is a muted green, and I think this is the most popular. I think most people know what this is about, and that is to conceal redness. So around the nose, around the mouth, around the eyes, if you're sick, if you're lighter and you have red tones in your face, soft muted green is going to be great for you. So we have pink highlighter that counteracts grays and or brown. So that's going to be really great again for around the mouth area. If you have blemishes that kind of went away and they left kind of like a scaly grayish color and you're a little bit lighter, then you're going to go more for a pink. And it also is a highlight. So this one right here is just an extra highlight, and this is just something that you could use to highlight your face. You can mix it with darker colors, or if you are light enough, you can use simply this one. Okay, so the palettes I really like. They have a little space for a brush. They are really easy to transport. They're light, they're small, they're big enough to get the job done. You could have one of these for I don't even know how long. It usually says right here with the little jar, and then it will have like a number in it. So this says 12 months, but I keep these for even longer than that. I have the Makeup Forever one that I've had almost for like 2 or 3 years, no lie. So the other palettes I got actually are palettes for concealing and different things like that. So this is the concealer palette that I use more so as a highlighter for me. These 3 colors can be used as highlight, cheek highlight, nose highlight, brow highlight, even concealer, but more of a concealing highlight. Like I wouldn't use any of these concealers on the sides of my face or on my cheeks. I would use it more in my T-zone, if I had a scratch, if I had a blemish, if I wanted to conceal as well as highlight something. So this one is Graftobian High Def Glamour Cream Palette Warm number 2, number 30252. So I have Buttermilk, Desert Sand, Golden Sunset, Deep Xanth, and Mid Marigold, okay? Mid Marigold is actually a really pretty color. A lot of people, I believe, that are this color have a really hard time finding their color because it's that golden red coral color. So I'm gonna have a close-up at the end of this video so you can take a look at that, check it out. This palette right here is a palette that I use. If you're my skin tone, then this would be the palette that I would suggest to you. I absolutely love it. Not only is there a color in here for my concealer, for my highlighter, for my contour, for everything. I love it. Okay, so this one is Warm Palette number 3. And in here we have Femme Fatale, we have Winter Wheat, Ginger, which is my highlighting color, Burnt Amber, which is my all over face color, kind of like Makeup Forever 178, and then Sienna, which would be like Makeup Forever, I think it's 180, and I use it as a contour color. Beautiful color. This is the color of like my arms and my chest and my legs. Bosom is, but I really, really like these palettes. They're really creamy, they don't crease, they go on well, they're pigmented. You can use a little bit and get a really, really great all over coverage. They're just really, really great palettes. I want to come and I don't even know what else to say other than they're really great. This is one of the last ones. I don't use this one very much because it's obviously too light for me. Okay, this one is a little bit too light for me, but I do use this one on my friend Sophie. Well, I could anyway. I have not yet. There are 3 colors in here, I think, that I could use as a highlighter, a very pale highlight. But I could get that celebrity kind of look with it. It'll give you that bright under eye, but they still have warm undertones, and I think that's really important. I see a lot of women, especially around my tone, a little bit lighter, who are going for that Kim Kardashian look, and they're using either neutral highlighters, or they're just using something that's just too pale. It's just too pale. I understand you want that look, that super cheekbone look, but you're definitely going to want to stick to something that has your undertone in it. Okay, so this is Warm Palette number 1. Like I said, I will do a close-up at the end of this video so you can see them up close and personal, so you can get a good look at the colors. So again, I got these from lecosmetique.com. It's so noisy right now. I should have filmed this at night, but I think the biggest question I get about concealers are how do you apply them. I think that it depends what you're trying to cover. If you're trying to cover a blemish on your face, in your face area, I would choose fingers or a short, dense, fluffy brush. This one right here, this is actually the eye shading brush from Sigma. It's the E55. This is just an example. This is probably not the best one, but just as an example so you can see the short and denseness. And then I would go and I'd bounce it, pat it, and then to blend it and further stipple it out and further make it look natural, I would take a very fluffy brush and blend all around it. If you're the type of person that has hyperpigmentation all over your face and cheeks, then you can take a larger stippling brush, a smaller stippling brush, or the standard size stippling brush, stipple it into the product, and then stipple that all over the area. I know that sometimes it's really hard, especially if you've had acne and you have black spots in various parts of your face. Sometimes you will have to go in and pretty much do a layer of color correction all over your face. And it's usually going to be a orange color. I don't have an orange color that I would use all over my face for hyperpigmentation, but here goes my Makeup Forever palette, and I think that right here, this one is the best bet for that type of color. The soft color in the Graftobian, in my experience so far, I would use maybe under my eye and different things like that. I think it'd be a little bit too pale for all over the face, but I definitely will be trying that for you guys. Anyway guys, I just wanted to come and share that with you guys. I get a lot of questions about concealers and my favorite ones, and these are definitely one of my favorite ones. To be honest with you, I think I like this palette a little bit more than the Makeup Forever palette because it's a lot more blendable. It's a little bit more pigmented, and then you have a whole bunch more variety of colors, and it's a lot more inexpensive. So if you're interested in Graftobian or any other products, then I definitely recommend you check out lecosmetique.com. As always guys, I want to thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch, and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye!